Hi guys, JT here. Today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Easygoing Games Bundle of May 2023. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? If you find this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means everything. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have APICO, a beekeeping simulation game. In APICO, you take on the role of a beekeeper, maintaining hives, selling goods, gathering materials, and crafting. The game offers a detailed character creator, allowing you to customize your appearance with various options for hair color, skin color, and outfits. Notably, APICO is praised for its inclusivity, featuring NPCs labeled with different pronouns and being more inclusive than some AAA games. While the game initially seems simple, it surprises players with its depth and educational aspects. APICO integrates science and biology into the gameplay, introducing players to concepts like crossbreeding different types of bees and flowers. The game provides guidebooks as tutorials and quests, ensuring players have the necessary knowledge to progress. The challenge of understanding the complexities of crossbreeding adds excitement to the otherwise relaxing simulator. APICO maintains a light-hearted tone with its humor, including numerous bee-related puns. The game doesn't take itself too seriously, making even the instructional guides enjoyable. The gameplay offers a variety of activities, including exploration, harvesting, and crafting. Materials in the game are interconnected, necessitating players to explore different aspects of APICO and not confine themselves to a single corner. The game features a beautiful soundtrack, reminiscent of the music in Minecraft. However, the game doesn't incorporate stamina mechanics, allowing players to engage in activities without the need for rest or sleep. This decision ensures players always have something to do and avoids potential frustration. APICO offers an extensive range of over 30 bee breeds, providing players with a wealth of options for experimentation and discovery. The game exceeds all expectations, combining fun gameplay with educational elements. Overall, APICO provides an enjoyable and immersive beekeeping simulation with surprises and challenges along the way. And number 2 we have The Forest Cathedral, a narrative adventure game. This game offers an alternate version of real-world marine biologist Rachel Carson's story. Inspired by actual events, the game explores the effects of the pesticide DDT on mosquitoes in the environment. Playing as Rachel Carson, you interact with Dr. Mueller, a fictionalized version of the scientist who discovered the effectiveness of DDT against mosquitoes. The game also delves into the themes of self-doubt through conversations with yourself and a biologist friend named Dorothy. The gameplay revolves around a video game within the game. Rachel interacts with the physical world by playing a primitive version of an action platformer called Little Man. This platformer features jumping puzzles, enemies, and obstacles that need to be overcome to progress. While the inclusion of the platforming sequences feels forced and out of place, the game provides options to make them easier. The Forest Cathedral's presentation has both strengths and weaknesses. The graphics showcase beautiful natural vistas with impressive lighting and fauna, but the character models and cutscenes lack realism and immersion. The sound design generally fares better, with most voice actors delivering solid performances, although some dialogue may come across as wooden. Despite its flaws, The Forest Cathedral effectively brings attention to Rachel Carson and her book, Silent Spring, which contributed to the ban of DDT and the establishment of the Environmental Protection Agency. The game emphasizes the importance of environmental protection and reducing the use of harmful pesticides. Overall, while The Forest Cathedral falls short as a video game due to the limited gameplay and awkwardly implemented platforming sequences, it succeeds in shedding light on the important environmental issues and raising awareness about Rachel Carson's contributions. So if you're King Charles III, you might want to play this game. And number 3 we have Lake, a relaxing adventure game. Set in 1986, you play as Meredith Wees, a software developer returning to your home after 17 years to take over your father's delivery route while your parents are on vacation. Yep, your parents aren't dead or killed or anything like the Waynes, they're just on vacation. The story takes place across a span of 2 weeks, and at the end of it, you have a difficult decision to make. Every day you'll get into your mail truck called the Goose, and deliver letters and parcels to the people of Providence Oaks. The gameplay is not complex with manual steering, fast travel, and an optional autopilot if you just want to enjoy the view. Playing this game can be a meditative experience as you immerse yourself into the slow and easy life of the sound of your truck, radio playing some lovely songs, birds, winds, and waterfalls doing their thing to put you in a peaceful trance. You'll also be interacting with the townspeople as you go about doing your job. You'll be given dialogue choices concerning things like if we should help transport somebody's sick cat to the vet, if we should go to the movies with the local video store owner, nothing too life-threatening, unless of course you're playing the aforementioned cat. These interactions with the NPCs of Lake are where the game really shines. Voice acting is amazing, and dialogues between you and NPCs flow naturally. Some NPCs have some depth to their character, like your childhood best friend, whom you're trying to reconnect with. It isn't all sunshine and lollipops though, as you'll eventually uncover some shady dealings in town, mysterious characters, romantic tensions, and a constant pull of your city corporate life. The choices you make will determine the outcome of the game, which will make you wonder what other outcomes can you uncover by making different choices. So there is some replayability. This game provides a serene gaming experience with superb world design that feels authentic. Characters are engaging, genuine, and conversations flow naturally from one interaction to the next. This game is definitely one for those who love games with relaxing but rich storylines and decision making. And number 4 we have Recall, a heartfelt and comedic indie game. Combining a murder mystery with memory-based time travel, this game offers a unique and unforgettable experience. With its 7 chapters, Recall takes you on an adventure filled with interesting puzzles, hilarious conversations, and surprising plot twists. At the core of the gameplay is the time travel mechanic, which immediately captures your attention. As you find yourself trapped in a toy maker's office, a notorious crime boss, you must recount your infiltration of the hideout. Through flashbacks, you interact with objects and make choices that alter the past and impact your present situation. Getting the right combination of choices is crucial to overcoming your predicament. Failure becomes a valuable tool, allowing you to restart and discover new dialogue options and pathways. The narrative revolves around Bruno Gallagher, a withdrawn protagonist who has endured a lifetime of bullying and isolation. Recall tackles serious themes but maintains a delightful charm, humor, and occasional fourth-wall breaking moments. The game introduces a cast of eccentric characters, each with their own motivations, insecurities, and relationships. As a player, you become part of the story, with characters acknowledging your presence and referring to you as a ghost attached to Bruno. This unique interaction adds depth to the experience. The story kicks off with a murder that occurs during a party attended by Bruno. Playing through his memory of the event, you anticipate the inevitable crime. The mystery surrounding the murder and a growing list of dead characters drive the narrative forward. The fast-paced storytelling, along with the larger-than-life cast, gives the game the feeling of an action-packed superhero movie or comic book. New abilities and villain origin stories introduced in later chapters further enhance the excitement. While the game excels in puzzle design, providing engaging choices and time manipulation, it falters in the second half, with a sudden shift towards stealth-based puzzles, abandoning the text-based choices that were previously prominent. This change disrupts the game's consistency and leaves you longing for the earlier mechanics. Despite its pacing issues and gameplay inconsistencies, Recall remains a recommended title for those who enjoy puzzles, retro pixel art, and narrative-driven games. And number 5 we have Wytchwood, a dark fairy tale to-do list game that immerses you in its whimsical world and captivating gameplay. As a witch, you embark on a crafting RPG adventure filled with enchanting tasks. This game cleverly combines the concept of to-do lists with a captivating storyline. Unlike your real-life to-do lists, which probably don't involve capturing elves and stealing their shoes, Wytchwood presents you with a delightful array of objectives. Playing as an adorable crone, you receive instructions from a goat resembling Black Phillip, who resides outside your swamp cottage. Your mission is to collect wayward souls owed to the goat. However, each soul happens to be a terrible person, which adds a touch of darkness to the fairy tale setting. The game revolves around completing various tasks to obtain ingredients for crafting traps, monsters, and other items requested by pixies and unicorns. By gathering these components, you gradually progress towards your ultimate goal of stealing an evil soul. Wytchwood's gameplay may sound intricate, involving a cascade of interconnected objectives, but it is this complexity that makes the game all the more engaging and rewarding. While some challenges may arise during your gameplay, the true difficulty lies in the intricacy of crafting recipes. As you progress, the recipes become more elaborate, often requiring multiple steps and ingredients. There may be moments of frustration when confronted with complex item requirements, but the satisfaction of overcoming these obstacles and mastering the crafting process is akin to the gratification found in games like Dark Souls, albeit in a more pleasant manner. Despite its dark undertones, Wytchwood maintains a fairy tale ambiance. The game delves into morally questionable situations, such as collecting souls for Satan, but approaches them with a whimsical twist. Just like the unsettling aspects of classic tales like Little Red Riding Hood, the game's darkness is tinged with a touch of fantasy. Ultimately, Wytchwood captures the essence of a lovingly crafted experience, offering a delightful blend of creativity and enjoyment. It's akin to opening a hand-drawn pop-up book and discovering an amusing little hag inside, engaging in whimsical adventures that you won't be able to resist adding to your to-do list. And number 6 we have Aground, a mining and crafting RPG that is much deeper than its description suggests. The game is about surviving as the sole survivor on an island after a shipwreck or a plane crash. You get to meet and interact with other friendly survivors, and by helping them you can unlock new technologies, structures, and places to visit. The game has a very sophisticated gameplay loop with flavors of Minecraft and Terraria. The game has bosses and regular creatures that you can fight or tame, and the latter can become your familiar to help you in fights. The game has a unique way of dealing with bosses and encounters, and you should not be in a hurry to like a smackdown on enemies. Actual combat in this game is pretty tough, and you can choose between ranged and melee options. You can also craft weapons like guns or bows, depending on your preferences. Aground has new concepts, materials, and craftable items introduced intuitively as you progress in the game. If you find yourself unable to complete tasks or win fights, you can gather materials, do a few quests, get better gear, and try again. Aground is a fantastic game with many things to do, from raising dragons to building spaceships. While the game is not without its flaws, such as occasional bugs and some repetitive moments, it is a game that is well worth the investment for those who enjoy survival and crafting games. And number 7 we have Calico, a casual simulation game. In Calico, you take on the role of a cat cafe owner and must decorate and manage your cafe to attract and care for a variety of adorable cats. The game's visuals are charming and whimsical, with bright colors and cute character designs that help create a relaxing and enjoyable atmosphere. One of the standout features of Calico is its emphasis on player choice and customization. You can decorate your cafe in a variety of different ways, with a wide range of furniture and decorations to choose from. You can also customize your character's appearance and even choose your own magical power, which allows you to interact with the cats in unique and interesting ways. In addition to managing your cafe and caring for the cats, you can explore the game's world and interact with a variety of different characters. The game features a charming and quirky cast of characters, each with their own personality and backstory. You can complete quests and tasks for these characters, which can unlock new items and decorations for your cafe. One of the criticisms of Calico is its lack of depth and replayability. While the game's customization options and adorable cats are enjoyable, there's a limited amount of content and gameplay mechanics to keep players engaged over the long term. The game also lacks a multiplayer mode, which could have added an additional layer of social interaction and replayability. Overall, Calico is a charming and enjoyable simulation game that is perfect for players who enjoy casual and relaxing gameplay. The game's visuals, customization options, and adorable cats create a relaxing and enjoyable atmosphere, and the game's cast of quirky characters adds an additional layer of charm and personality. While the game's lack of depth is a potential drawback, the game's overall fun and engaging gameplay make it a great choice for players who enjoy simulation and pet-themed games. If you're looking for a cute and charming game to relax and unwind with, Calico is definitely worth checking out. And number 8 we have Princess Farmer, a delightful puzzle game that will captivate you with its charming characters and engaging gameplay. In this game, you assume the role of a bunny, who becomes an extraordinary farmer after receiving magical powers from Mother Gaia. As you embark on an episodic adventure, you'll meet a colorful cast of bunny companions, with whom you can develop different relationships through dialogue choices. The dialogue is hilariously entertaining, and the decision-making aspect adds an extra layer of fun to the game. Visually, Princess Farmer is a treat, featuring adorable animated sprites and vibrant environments that serve as delightful backdrops for puzzle solving. Whether you're farming in a diner's kitchen or on a snowy mountain, the visuals are pleasing to the eye. The character art is particularly charming, and the audio design complements the gameplay with chill beats and satisfying sound effects. Gameplay-wise, Princess Farmer combines elements from puzzle games like Magical Drop and Yoshi's Cookie. You navigate a playfield, picking out and placing vegetables to create matches of 3 or more vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. The game keeps things dynamic by introducing various rule changes and altering the playfield size between stages. The controls are tight and intuitive, making it easy to dive into the gameplay. Princess Farmer offers a remarkable amount of variety, constantly introducing new challenges and surprises. While the diverse gameplay mechanics keeps things fresh, there are moments when the mechanics can be confusing, such as when the vegetables change randomly as you lift and place them. Additionally, the game offers extra modes, including a cooperative multiplayer option and a quick play mode with different difficulty settings. However, some players may crave additional modes, such as competitive multiplayer or arcade-style challenges. With its blend of puzzle formulas, tight gameplay, hilarious dialogue, and a wealth of variety, Princess Farmer stands out as one of the best puzzlers available. And number 9 we have Evan's Remains, a puzzle platformer that follows the story of a young girl named Deesis, who travels to an isolated island to search for a missing genius named Evan. As Deesis explores the island and solves puzzles, she uncovers the mysteries surrounding Evan's disappearance and the strange events that have been taking place on the island. The game's puzzles are the main focus of the gameplay, and they're cleverly designed to challenge the player's logic and problem-solving skills. The puzzles range from simple matching games to complex pattern recognition challenges, and they become progressively more difficult as the game goes on. The game also includes several minigames that are both entertaining and challenging. The storyline of Evan's Remains is well written and engaging, with twists and turns that keep players guessing until the very end. The game's characters are likable and relatable, and their interactions with each other help to develop the story and create a sense of tension and suspense. The game's platforming mechanics are simple but effective, with Deesis being able to jump and climb to reach new areas of the island. While the platforming is not the focus of the game, it provides a nice change of pace from the puzzle solving and helps to break up the gameplay. Overall, Evan's Remains is a well-crafted puzzle platformer, with an intriguing story and challenging puzzles. The game's characters are likable, and the storyline is engaging, and the puzzles are cleverly designed. Fans of puzzle platformers and mystery games will definitely want to give Evan's Remains a try. And number 10 we have Teacup, a heartwarming and charming adventure game that embraces introversion and offers a delightful storyboard experience. Teacup follows the journey of a little frog named Teacup, who finds herself in a predicament when she runs out of tea for her upcoming tea party with friends. As Teacup sets out on her quest to find tea and tea accessories, players are introduced to the game's visually stunning aesthetics. The art style appears to be meticulously crafted, using a dotting technique that brings out the beauty in every setting. The color palette and soft piano music create a peaceful and cozy atmosphere, akin to enjoying a warm cup of Earl Grey with lemon. The gameplay in Teacup is refreshingly simple, featuring goals and puzzles that serve as palette cleansers between more challenging titles. The puzzles include hidden objects, Simon Says style challenges, and even the act of brewing tea. These delightful tasks cater to players who enjoy wholesome, whimsical games with a touch of sweetness. One of the standout aspects of Teacup is how the developers subtly convey Teacup's introverted nature. When alone in serene surroundings, Teacup appears relaxed and cheerful. However, her demeanor changes when interacting with others, displaying her discomfort through facial expressions and body language. The nuanced portrayal of introversion is a refreshing departure from heavy-handed dialogue-based approaches typically seen in media. Equally impressive is how the game portrays the reaction of others towards Teacup. In a world that often favors extroverts, Teacup's village folk acknowledge her introversion and make space for her unique personality. Even in lively settings like festivals, they provide opportunities for Teacup to participate on her own terms, accepting her introversion without pushing her to be more extroverted. This representation of introversion in a positive light is rarely seen in media and adds to the game's overall charm. Teacup is a delightful surprise that leaves a lasting impact with its quiet and thoughtful protagonist. The game's enchanting aesthetics, reminiscent of a children's storybook, create a warm and cozy atmosphere that will captivate players. So if you're seeking a bright and cheery gaming experience, Teacup is sure to be your cup of chamomile. And number 11 we have Beasts of Maravilla Island, an adventure game. The narrative revolves around a journal left by your late grandfather, which you're expected to fill up illustrations of the creatures you encounter. However, the journal is already filled, and you can only add photos to the blank pages. The core mechanic of the game is photography, as you explore the island and capture various flora and fauna. While there are some unique interactions between animals, most of them are shallow and uninteresting, failing to deliver a sense of wonder and exploration. There's little incentive to take these photographs beyond completionist tendencies, and the game lacks motivation to search for specific species or behaviors. One positive aspect of Beasts of Maravilla Island is its vibrant and colorful world. The environments have depth, and the creatures bring a sense of vibrancy to the game. However, the puzzles in the game lack complexity and serve as mere roadblocks to extend gameplay time. The traversal mechanics are simplistic, with no jumping or additional abilities. Performance issues, such as environmental features becoming hollow, stuttering movement, and character glitches hinder the overall experience. The game's narrative, although short, delivers a decent message about respecting the world around us. However, certain plot elements raise questions without proper explanations. In the end, Beasts of Maravilla Island fails to fulfill its potential as an exploration adventure game. The creative creature designs and colorful world are not enough to compensate for a lack of major creatures, a compelling narrative, and meaningful explanations of the mystical world. Performance issues further detract from the overall experience. Despite its initial promise, Beasts of Maravilla Island falls short in delivering a satisfying and engaging gameplay experience. And number 12 we have StarCrossed, a cooperative bullet hell game that offers a heartwarming and joyous experience. The game takes you on a journey through the universe, where you control a group of lovable heroes fighting against evil scientists who aim to separate civilizations. The story starts with a tragic event, and the main characters, the idol and the hero, awaken as the chosen guardians of the Harmony Crystal. With the help of their star, they travel together, battling enemies and bosses along the way. The gameplay revolves around controlling the star, which constantly moves between the two chosen characters. By hitting enemies with the star, they take damage. This unique mechanic adds a twist to the bullet hell genre and encourages cooperative play. Players must position themselves strategically and maneuver through the bullets to allow the star to defeat enemies. Well-timed triggers can activate the star boost, increasing the star's speed and building up the ultimate meter. Each character has a unique ability to clear the screen, and using the ultimate state grants invulnerability, making it essential during boss fights. StarCrossed offers both single-player and cooperative multiplayer modes. In single-player mode, you control both characters simultaneously with two joysticks, adding an extra challenge. The game features a generous checkpoint system, minimizing frustration as you quickly progress through waves after death. The spawns are randomized upon each death, preventing repetitive patterns. However, playing with a single controller can be disorienting, when characters are on opposite sides or switch positions, similar to sudden stick inversions in other games. While the gameplay is solid, the true highlight of StarCrossed lies in its story and character interactions. Despite its short playtime of around 90 minutes, the game manages to infuse each hero and even the main villain with personality. Multiple playthroughs allow you to choose different characters, offering various pairings and expanding character development. The writing shines in these moments, giving the characters depth and emotional arcs. The hero and outlaw pairing stands out, showcasing flirtatious interactions and compelling storytelling. StarCrossed brings warmth and joy, providing a much-needed respite. It spreads a sense of positivity and delivers a satisfying experience, despite the desire for more content to explore. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle presents a collection of effortlessly soothing and laid-back games, tailor-made for those moments when you crave respite from the relentless battles and harrowing encounters of Elden Ring's monstrous realm. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.